If you clicked on this video, then I bet that you've seen how insane things have gotten in the meme coin space. We've got college kids, even high school kids making millions of dollars off these things by finding projects before they blow up, achieving 100x, sometimes even 1,000x plus returns. That means the potential to turn $100 into $10,000 or $1,000 into $100,000 or maybe even $1 million if you're really lucky. But how is this possible? Well, only with the right tools, the right knowledge, and of course, a bit of luck. Now, unfortunately, I can't manifest luck on any of my viewers, but I can do the next best thing, which is share the knowledge and tools that can help develop an edge for finding the next 100x meme coin. And that's exactly what I'm going to share in this video today. I'm going to talk about how to discover them, how to build an edge, how to analyze coins, how to set price targets, and how to actually buy and sell them to make a profit. I'm going to explain everything you need to know in this video today as a blockchain developer myself who works with this technology on a daily basis and has gotten into multiple meme coin projects. So if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below and subscribe. And while there's definitely some good opportunity to make some quick money in the meme coin space, the absolute best way to make money with blockchain is to increase your income by becoming a blockchain developer. And I can show you how to do that step by step from start to finish over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. All right, so let's get into this. Let's talk about how to find 100x meme coins. Now, obviously nothing I'm saying in this video is going to be financial advice. I'm not going to recommend any specific coins to you, even if I use them as examples in this video. Not telling you to buy, sell, or hold any cryptocurrency based on this information. And obviously, gambling on meme coins is something you should never do with your life savings. All right, so let's start off with the bare bones basics. All right, the prerequisites for even buying a meme coin in the first place. So you have to understand all this activity is on chain. You're not going to be able to find early meme coins on major cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, etc., which means that you have to buy them on decentralized exchanges like Radium on Solana or maybe even Pump.fun before they even hit these main decentralized exchanges. So if you're going to do that, you have to have a wallet installed, something like Phantom for your browser. It's going to support Solana. It's going to support other Ethereum chains as well. And you need to fund that wallet with some cryptocurrency to make these purchases. So that's the absolute bare minimum. You can get fancy. You can use Telegram trading bots, all that type of stuff. I'm not going to cover it in this video, but this is what you need as a prerequisite to get started. All right, so first and foremost, let's talk about how to find meme coins as soon as they launch, because you need to be able to see what's coming out in order to find the next winner. All right. So you can use discovery tools like Dex Screener. Okay, there's lots of others like Bird Eye and also Dex tools. But what this is going to do is show you every single coin that's launching in real time. Okay, you can also filter by coins that are already on the market that have been around for a while. You can search for them, all that type of stuff. But you want to have the information highway to see what's actually hitting the chain. You can click through these, see what their price charts look like. You can see things like their market cap, the official contract addresses, if they have a website, a Telegram group, social media, etc. This is going to be really critical whenever you're evaluating coins. And so you want to keep your pulse on what's actually happening on chain. This is going to be a really good tool to do it. Now, another tool to do it is a website called gmgn.ai. I just did a video on my channel about this, about how to use it to track smart wallets on chain. I'll talk about that more here in a minute in developing an edge, but basically you can use this tool for very similar tasks, looking at all the coins that are launching, whether they're on Pump.fun or Radium or some other platform, seeing similar types of metrics. But what you can also do is click on the copy trade tab and you can actually filter by smart money and you can find different wallets that have a proven track record of making profitable trades. And this can be an entry point for finding new coins anyways. You can just filter through this, go check out that previous video, click on a wallet that has a decent track record, look at the coins that they're buying, and that could be an entry point for discovering things that's going to cut through the noise of all the new coins that are hitting the market, because you can't just systematically buy every single one or your balance is going to go to zero. Which brings me to my next point, which is developing an edge. So what does that mean? Well, an edge means that you are basically getting a skill, okay, at allocating capital that's going to do better than random. Because yeah, in some markets, you could just sort of throw money at a basket of coins and it'll probably go up in value in a bull market. But that's not always true with meme coins, because some of the things will truly go to zero. And so what you want to do is find a way to be right more than you're wrong, at least 51% of the time. So how can you do this? Well, it comes down to a lot of different things. So number one, can you evaluate the potential of a meme? Because at the end of the day, meme coins are really about attention. All right. And the meme behind it is one of the biggest things that actually gives it that attention. So can you look at this meme Can you say, does this have some legs? Number two, in crafting an edge is understanding narratives, okay? Because inside of the entire crypto space is highly driven by narratives. And in the meme coin space, we have that as well. And they also have these things called metas. So basically, what are these? Well, it's kind of like a theme, okay? So you have different themes inside this space. And it sounds kind of crazy, but you've got like dog coins, cat coins, AI coins, et cetera, et cetera. You could just browse what the different narratives are and spend some time in the trenches to really understand this. And you have to understand, like when you're looking at a coin to develop an edge, does it fit in that narrative? And is it going to move with that narrative as well? And as a bonus, like, can you find a coin that's going to dominate a certain narrative? Because these are the ones that can absolutely blow up. So another point in crafting your edge is basically understanding like the market climate. Okay, are we in a phase of the entire crypto market where things are just going up together? Okay, that's usually a pretty good time to capture some gains. Or are we in a situation where everything's red and going down? Like if Bitcoin is falling in price and lots of other major meme coins are falling in price, it's going to be really hard for other meme coins to get traction. But also, as prices go down, and if we're in a macro bull market, then you could see some good entries to sort of buy the dip after something's fizzled out. All right, so another part in crafting your edge is on-chain signals. Basically, can you read the blockchain to confirm whether or not you should be getting into something like this? Okay, there's lots of different on-chain signals you can pay attention to. But one that's pretty good is you can actually watch what other smart money is doing. So I mentioned this previously when I was talking about GMGN.ai. You can actually filter by smart money, okay? Look at people with actual successful track records on chain because you can read all the blockchain data. It's totally transparent and you can see like what they're buying. So like if you're going into a coin and then you see that someone else who has a proven track record is also doing that, then that could be confirmation for you to make the trade. Or also you could front run these opportunities. You can put in a small amount into a coin as your initial position. And if you see other smart wallets, piling in, then that could be confirmation that you might want to add more. All right, so the part in crafting your edge and reading the things on chain is actually looking at the volume and the charts of what's happening with the trading, okay? So if you're in a situation where you see volume increasing like crazy, that could be a good sign of momentum. You have to understand momentum on chain and be able to look at it based on volume and based on price to time your entries and exits. That's a huge part of developing an edge. And then finally is looking at social media as reading sort of what's happening. So this can give you a lot of information. Basically, it's going to help you understand the narratives and meta. It's going to help you understand, if the thing that you're invested in is likely going to get legs, because again, a lot of this is a game of attention. If it starts getting a lot of attention on social media, then that could be a good sign. Now, here's where a lot of people go wrong. They use social media as an entry point for discovery, and that can work in some cases, but in most cases, by the time it's like trending on social media, the maximum zone of opportunity is in the rearview mirror. So what you can use social media for is a confirmation tool, not a discovery tool. Like if you just buy everything you see on social media, that's probably not a great recipe for success. And typically how these things play out is they start to get momentum on Twitter or X. And then once it gets even more legs on that, that's when you start seeing it like on major YouTube videos. All right, so next what you need to be able to do is actually analyze a particular coin, okay? So again, like I was saying before, meme coins are all about attention. And what you're trying to fundamentally understand is, will this coin get attention to the point of the price target, which I hope to achieve to have a high return? So that first and foremost starts with, is it a good meme? Like I was saying before, obviously this is going to take some insight, a little bit of emotional intelligence or EQ, the ability to read the room and understand what people online care about. So case in point, Pepe. Pepe is a massively successful meme coin. Obviously the opportunity zone was way down here, but it worked because, Pepe is one of the biggest memes out there online. It's an OG meme. It's huge on crypto Twitter. All right, the next point is, does it have a narrative or meta that is actually going to trend? Okay, so obviously something like Pepe, it really fits that narrative. Something like the GOAT token, all right, was one of the original AI tokens to really blow up. So that's a different narrative and a different meta that this matched for and did really well. The next thing you have to understand is, what is the time frame for your trade? And really that's going to depend in a lot of ways on what is the potential shelf life of this token, okay? Because some, have the ability to really achieve escape velocity and go to really high valuations like Pepe, like I was talking about, because it's a category leader. It's an OG meme coin on top of Ethereum. It fit a strong narrative. It launched at the right time. But some things have a really short life, okay? Here's a great example, something that just launched. I'm recording this video. I just picked a random coin. You can see it pumped like crazy, and then it dumped pretty hard. I don't know what the future of this coin is going to be, but case in point, this is something that, probably isn't going to be massively successful because it doesn't match these other things. Again, not financial advice. I'm just picking up a random example here, but there could be some short-term opportunity in this, but I doubt it's going to run quite like one of these. And so you have to understand, is this something that's going to be a multi-month, potentially even multi-year trade? Is it going to be a short-term thing for a few hours? Is it going to be a few weeks, a few months? That's critical whenever you're analyzing a coin. And then last but not least, you have to understand, is there actually a good entry on the chart for you to achieve your price target? Now, with that being said, let's talk about price targets. Okay, so understanding price targets is critical when you're trying to achieve 100x because fundamentally you're trying to understand can this coin even 100x in the first place? Well, you have to think about that in terms of the coin's market cap. So basically that's just how much all the coins are worth. All right. So for example, something like Bitcoin 100x, no, it's not going to happen. At least not anytime soon, because that would put Bitcoin at over $100 trillion market cap. That's absolutely insane. And so then you have to draw that back to meme coins. So something like Pepe, what we can do is take a look at its market cap. Okay, you can click on market cap here instead. It's currently at about a $10 billion market cap. So is that going to 100x? Highly unlikely that Pepe is going to be worth $1 trillion. But a meme coin with a much smaller market cap, like $1 million could feasibly 100x to be worth $1 billion in market cap. It happens all the time. So with that being said, let's look at some very common paths for meme coins to actually 100x in terms of market caps. Some really common patterns are basically a meme coin going from $100,000 market cap, it's probably a brand new launched meme coin, all the way up to 10 million. All right, that happens every single day, from 1 million to 100 million, from 10 million to 1 billion. And then finally, we're seeing things go from 100 million all the way up to 10 billion as well. And then kind of everything in between. So that's what you have to look for when you're actually looking at these types of returns, is analyzing the market cap. Can it get to one of those next big milestones? Is it at a current market cap that can actually help it achieve that? Now, this is where it gets really tricky, okay? Because new coins that are $100,000 market cap are very high risk, okay? There's a much greater chance that it can go to zero. It hasn't been around that long time, and it could just fizzle out completely. And also on the other side of things, you have to understand, for a coin to get to a $1 billion market cap or even 10 billion market cap, it's got to get a lot of attention, because that typically doesn't happen overnight unless it's a brand new category leader for a new narrative, new meta. I mean, we have seen things like that with the GOAT token, like I've got here on my screen, but typically that journey is going to be a multi-month process, and only a handful of coins actually achieve that, but it is very possible. So let's go back and recap. So for something from a $100,000 market cap to a $10 million market cap can happen pretty quickly. It could happen in a single day. It could happen over a couple days, but that might be the end of the life for that coin. Something from 1 million to 100 million could happen in a similar time period. But then when you're talking about things like 10 million to 1 billion, it's probably going to be a much longer time frames. And then 100 million all the way to 10 billion, even on longer time frames than that. Now, a couple quick words on market cap. All right. So number one is, if you have a nice round target of like $100 million market cap or something like that, it's very possible that you're not quite going to get there if that's the final destination for the coin, because lots of people are going to start taking profits much sooner than that. All right. So, I mean, if you magically got in a coin that was at a $1 million market cap and then it got to $80 million and you took profits and it fizzled out after 85, are you really going to be mad that you got an 80, X rather than 100X? That's always something to think about when you're talking about your risk that you have on the table and trying to secure the bag before you're trying to chase perfection. Because you will fail at some of these, okay? Because you have to understand, you most likely will experience big drawdowns on this journey, okay? It's anywhere between 50, 75% plus in order to actually achieve 100X, and you most likely will lose some money, on some of your investments. So with that being said, let's talk about buying and selling. Okay, so in terms of buying and selling meme coins, this is where you have to actually get things right, because a lot of people come into this space that have a very naive notion that they're just going to take however much money they set aside for meme coins, they're just going to find a magic coin, put it all in there, and just watch it, nice and easily go to 100X, and then just sell everything all at one time and take the profit. That's probably not how it's going to go, okay? So whenever you're doing this, again, you're probably going to have to place multiple bets across multiple different meme coins, because you don't really know what's going to work out. You don't have that clairvoyant insight. I don't, and I don't know anybody who does. So, most likely scenario, if you're successful, you're probably going to have 1 or 2 coins that pay for all the other losers. So for example, if you place 10 bets across 10 different meme coins, divide it up evenly, and then one goes to 100x and the rest go to 0, well, you still have a 10x overall return, which is pretty good. But also that same winner could keep going up 10x from there, giving you a 1000x return if you got in low enough, which would still bring your overall portfolio up to 100x. Now, in order to achieve any of that, you have to think about how you're going to buy and then how you're going to sell. Because again, you're probably not just going to buy with everything here and then sell with everything here. So you have a couple of options. In terms of buying, you actually are able to do what's called dollar cost averaging. This is what a lot of people overlook. Basically, it means buying in small amounts, okay, over a period of time. It could be in meme coins a few minutes, all right, because they're so volatile, and then you find the best entry price. So if a meme coin is at, $1 million market cap and then goes down to $800,000 and then goes up to $1.2 million, okay, and you buy in through that projection, then maybe your average price is about $900,000 or something, just shy of $1 million. And you can see an example of that here on my screen. So I pulled up a pretty profitable trader on the GOAT token. You can see they did a bunch of different buys, all right, in this area, all right? Now, you can dollar cost average when you buy, or you can just lump sum. If you're like, hey, this looks like a good coin, I'm just gonna take however much money I've allocated to this and just go ahead and buy now. I'll deal with the consequences later. That is a viable option. But when you're coming to selling, you're probably not going to time the top perfectly. And that's when it makes sense to dollar cost average even more. So you don't know where the top of the meme coin is going to be. So you can see an example here. There's also multiple sells. So you see a bunch of different sells at this peak. All right. They're a pretty good trader. They realized the momentum was fading on this thing. The price went down. But then they didn't sell everything and the price went up, and they were able to make a couple other sells here and walk away with some really handsome profit. So again, get out of the mind the idea I'm just going to buy once and then sell once and that's going to be it. It probably makes more sense, especially on the selling side, sort of ladder out or dollar cost average out to find the best exit possible. All right. So with the knowledge of all of that, all right, if you understand how to find meme coins, all right, how to actually craft an edge, all right, how to read the chain in order to do that, use all these other signals to make the best decisions that you can, and then how to analyze the coins, how to set the price targets accurately, understand the market caps, and actually buy the right way and sell the right way, you're really going to increase your likelihood of success on this journey. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Have you learned anything from this video? Have you used some of these tactics? Do you have other tactics? Have you found some insane 100x meme coins? I want to hear from you. And whenever you're finished leaving your comment, make sure you smash that like button down below, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. And as always, while there's definitely some good opportunity to make some quick money in the meme coin space, the absolute best way to make it in this space is to increase your income by becoming a blockchain developer. So how can you do that today? Well, you can go to my YouTube homepage. You can see my free courses there. They're like Udemy courses, but they're totally free. And if you like those and you want to take the next step, or hey, maybe you want to take a master shortcut entirely, I can share how to become a blockchain master step-by-step start to finish over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. You really don't have to be an expert to get started today. I've helped people with zero coding experience become real-world blockchain developers in a matter of months. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.